So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Number 24.
Manchester United have clearly decided to go 5-4-1 today.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else, and that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
There's the whistle. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. Ugarte. Maguire. Mount. Now Ugarte. And it's Casemiro. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Zé Pedro getting this one clear. Namaso. Played back to the goalkeeper. Onana. He's looking for the runner here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. De Ligt. Ugarte. Mount. Shaw is in a really good position out wide. Varela. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Eustachio. Angel Mario. Fabio Vieira. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro. Maguire. Mount.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That is ended up in no man's land. Maguire did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's there to get it away. Hoyland. João Mario. Porto were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's had a shot! Goal! Porto! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
After 26 minutes is number 86.
Porto have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Casemiro. Manchester United are behind here despite their domination of possession.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Eustachio. And they've switched it over to the other side. Some good work on the right flank here. Casemiro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mount! And it's Shaw. Eustachio. De Ligt. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. And it's Casemiro. Shaw. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zé Pedro. Now Eustachio. Mount did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Bruno Fernandes. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
And now, to all members of the
It's a
crowd,
dressing room
I'd
that
like to ask
needs
you to join
rousing
me
at
in
half-time,
wishing our
because in
birthday
truth they've
boy
not
a
really been at
very
it so
special
far.
birthday.
If the
And
pep talk
now,
works,
please
we may
welcome
see
our
a
players,
very
everyone.
different side second half. We need to.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Martinez. Shaw. To Martinez. Ugarte. Casemiro. Ugarte. Maguire. No, again there's no way through. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, played right into his path. He's beaten the last man. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Zé Pedro. Oh, this looks sharp. Eustáquio, who does have an assist to his name. Ivan Marcano. And it's Marcano. Manchester United still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Ugarte wins the duel this time. Varela. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Ivan Marcano. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's fabulous. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
The attendance for this match was
Eustáquio.
71,649.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Yep, it's a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Gets his head to it! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Zé Pedro. Gonzalo Borges. Varela. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. Casemiro. Ugarte. That's Mount. And it's Casemiro. Martinez. Now Ugarte. Out to the right. Gonzalo Borges. Namaso. He can run onto that. Fabio Vieira. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Porto making consecutive changes here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Substitution.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's lofted through here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Ivan Marcano. Zé Pedro. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Hoyland. Now it's Mount.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's
Casemiro! So close to drawing level.
Casemiro knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Eustáquio. Zé Pedro. Gonzalo Borges. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Pepe in acres of space out wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Sure. Ivan Marcano. Eustachio. Just 5 minutes left. Mount.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Pepe.
2 added minutes
Gonzalo
has been
Borges.
indicated.
That is a great pick out. Martinez. João Mario. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
So we've reached the end of our coverage.